No matter where we look, we are surrounded by images. These images come in forms such as films, advertisements, and video games. French sociologist and cultural theorist Jean Baudrillard wrote the book Simulacra and Simulation. The book discusses the role images have in contemporary society and how reality is mediated by them.
This isn't real. What is real?
Here, Baudrillard introduces his theory of the hyperreal and how it is represented in things such as advertisements and media. His work discusses how reality is being replaced by signs and systems, with simulation as an imitation of a process in the real world, and simulacra as an imitation of a copy with no original. Video games are a great representation of Baudrillard's discussion on simulacra and simulation. One particular game is The Sims. The Sims franchise is a popular life simulation video game developed by Maxis and published by Electronic Arts. In The Sims, players are basically taken on the role of God by controlling what their Sims look like, how they live, and what goes on in their life. To imitate real life, the game includes even the most minor activities such as paying bills, eating, and being abducted by aliens. The game title itself is a play on the word simulation. Before delving into how The Sims is a representation of simulacra and simulation, let's first understand what exactly simulation and simulacra is. According to Baudrillard, simulation covers the representation as itself in a simulacrum, which consists of 4 phases of the image. It is the reflection of basic reality, it masks and perverts a basic reality, it masks the absence of basic reality, and finally, it is its own pure simulacrum. The first phase is a copy that reflects the reality of the object, such as photographs. The second phase is the perversion of reality. The original is threatened by the copies because the copies are seemingly just as real as the original, thus equalizing the authority of both. The third phase pushes further on the aspects of the second phase by being a true representation of reality, meaning that there is no real original being copied. Finally, the fourth phase, pure simulacrum. It has no relation to reality. In this phase, the simulacrum precedes the original, thus all things are pure simulation. So, how does all of this tie into The Sims aside from its name? Obviously, The Sims achieves the first phase of being a reflection of reality. The game mirrors real-life events, activities, and habits of humans, such as making a family, getting sick, or simply paying bills. The Sims also achieves the second phase, the perversion of reality, by allowing the player to create a representation of themselves or someone else, and controlling how successful their Sims' lives are both career and family-wise. The fact that the game allows great control over details such as nostril size or using a cheat code to gain $1 million, or in Simlish, simoleons, shows that the game is a perversion of reality. The Sims also touches on the third phase, masking the absence of basic reality, but not as wholly as the 2 previous phases. This is because players are able to discern that this is simply a video game. However, it can achieve the third phase if it influences the player outside the game and in their personal life through their thoughts and actions. Finally, The Sims does not achieve the fourth phase because, similar to the third phase, players can tell that it is not part of real life. This is because of the art style, which lacks in realistic graphics, also the downloadable content such as Supernatural, which brings in elements of fantasy. After learning more about simulacra and simulation and using it to examine The Sims, it's clear that it is a great example of an image or reflection of reality because of its foundation based on the virtual elements and aspects of the real world.